when you have a question, I want you to think really hard about it. And when enough of you are thinking the same question, a light goes off alerting me. What's my name? Oh, it's Jennifer. What's my real name? No, it's Jennifer. I don't have an Arabic name. No, really, it's Jennifer. Jennifer and Catherine. And no, that's not a strange name for a Palestinian. There are actually Palestinians with all sorts of like really horrible names, like Tiffany and Amber and Melanie and Heather.
I wondered if maybe you could share a little bit about what was your inspiration to create the piece, because it's one thing to have this experience, it's another thing to actually bring it to the stage.
It's interesting because the show takes place pretty much at my time in Palestine in 2000 and 2001, and I didn't start writing it until 2008. And people are like, why did it take you so long? I just feel like the experience of living in Palestine under occupation is pretty intense, and it took me a long time to kind of formulate what I really felt about it. And so at the beginning of 2008, I decided to do this writing workshop to write your own solo show. And I was originally going to write a show about my mom and dating, the pressures of being a Palestinian American. And, you know, I started telling people funny things, like anecdotes that ended up being in the show, like, oh yeah, I have a Jewish cat. And they were like, what are you talking about? You know, and so it kind of evolved that the group consensus was like, these are the really richer, more interesting stories. His name is Judah. The work, he could never take care of him. So I offered to cat sit for a few months, which turned into, but I do pay for everything. Oh, but no, it's not because he's cheap. No, it's that money doesn't factor in for him, you know? I mean, he's a free spirit, right? Who am I to cage him? I mean, I don't think the problems in our relationship stem from the fact that he's Jewish. Every relationship is going to be give and take. Question. I'm a person. A very sassy person. I'm a woman, obviously. An actress. I am effusive and gregarious, or so I've been told. I'm single. A San Francisco native. A Scotch drinker. Oh, but that's not what you really mean when you ask me, what are you? Oh, you want to know where I'm from, that I'm Palestinian, and then maybe how I feel about it, or rather how you feel about it. Family was a little freaked out originally. You know, the Ramal community is very strangely like conservative politically, and on the one, like conservative politically, tendency toward even Republican, like voting style, because it's a lot of like merchants and businessmen, and you know, it's kind of so on the one hand it's very conservative, and on the other hand it's very socially open and not conservative, and women are wearing like strapless dresses and bikinis, and you know, there's kind of an openness that's unexpected. So I feel like it's kind of a very niche community. And now I've lost train of thought. Tell me what
your family.
Oh, my family. So you know, it's just people aren't going around saying I heart Hamas casually. Definitely not. And I think they were afraid for me, you know, putting myself out publicly. You know, how is this going to affect my career? How is this going to affect my safety? Do I really want to take on this kind of like negative attention? This is my mom's family tree. It goes back 15 generations. For the last 450 years, my entire family line has been documented. We are the people of Ramallah, Palestine. But there will be another edition of this book, because most of the members of this community have fled Palestine. No, Jennifer, yes, it does matter. It does, because I will know, and the client will know. Damn it, now we have 24 hours to find a real Mexican. Come on, Jennifer. Palestinian?